Welcome back, familiar, to NorthsideLDN, and today we've got 50 Cent and a lot of the advice from the 50th Law, his book, The Secret to the 50th Law, which goes off of the 48 Laws of Power. That was a book released by Robert Greene, and a lot of advice that you could help and learn in terms of whatever you're trying to achieve in life, whether that is running a business, being self-made, being working for yourself, whatever it is that you're going for, whatever it is that you're striving for, wherever, if it's social media, whatever it is, caramba. Yeah. But listen, we're gonna go and dig into a lot of the advice from 50 Cent. The 50th Law, the secret to becoming fearless and unstoppable with intense realism. Make sure you're smashing the like button, we're gonna get straight into it. We're going to get straight into it. The first couple of bullet points into the 50th Law by 50 Cent, and a lot of interviews and little nuggets that he gives in a lot of the interviews that he's done over the years. Without further ado, caramba, let's get into it. Let's go.
Let's get started. 1. Intense realism. Embrace reality. Look, life isn't always sunshine and rainbows. Face it. And 2. Self-reliance. Depend on yourself. 3. Opportunism. Turn obstacles into opportunities. 4. Calculated momentum. Keep moving forward. 5. Controlled aggression. Knowing when to be bad. Sometimes you need to unleash your inner beast. 6. Authority. Lead by example. To command. 7. Connection. Master your environment. 8. Mastery. Respect the process. Respect the process. Success doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, effort, and a deep respect for the process. 9. Self-belief. Push beyond your limits. 10. Embrace mortality, the sublime. Life is short, and realizing this can be a powerful motivator. Embracing your mortality means recognizing your limited time.
Right. With that little intro into all the topics of the 50th Law, we're going to get straight into it. And listen, I said, trust the process, guys. Listen, 50's process actually works, bro. You know what I'm saying? Straight from the debut, bro. You know what I'm saying? Highest selling debut hip-hop album of all time, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? So listen, that's like Arteta winning the Champions League or winning the Prem, bro, in his first season. But listen, let's get straight into it, caramba. Let's get straight into it, and we're going to talk about it. Let's go.
You are at their mercy. They own your work. They own you. Your creative spirit is squashed. What keeps you in such positions is a fear of having to sink or swim on your own. Instead, you should have a greater fear of what will happen to you if you remain dependent on others for power. Your goal in every maneuver in life must be ownership. Work in the corner for yourself. When it's yours to lose. You're more motivated, more creative, more alive. The ultimate power in life is to be completely self-reliant, completely yourself.
This is absolute facts. As you get older, you start realizing, do you know what I mean? You start realizing that, yo, do I want to work a 9 to 5? Some people do. Some people do. But then you start realizing, yo, like the ultimate freedom is being in control of your own life. And a lot of that is getting out of our comfort zone. I think a lot of us, most of us, are trained to be, you know, not reliant on ourselves and not break out of the norm. You know I was like that for a while. My family came to England from Portugal, and they were always like, yo, get a job, do this, do that. And I think this generation, we're starting to see that, no, you can make money online. You can make money. You can do your own business. You can do different types of things that the generations before didn't have the options to do. The generations before didn't have the options to make money online, whether it's content creating, whether it's being a video editor. You know, you don't even need to be in front of the camera necessarily. You know, you could be a video editor, or you could do all types of things, cameramen, whatever. These are all options that a lot of our parents didn't have. And a lot of times we inherit their fears as to, you know, you want to go and be self-employed, or you want to do YouTube, or you want to do this, you want to do that. It's a bit dangerous. Why don't you just get yourself a job? You know, some family members, even if they've never had a business, do you really want to get a business? You know, you might get yourself in debt. What if it doesn't work? What if it all falls flat? What if then you owe the bank a load of money? Why just go to uni, get yourself a degree? And I think a lot of us inherit generational fear. And I think it's absolutely spot on with what 50 is saying. that, you know what, when you've got something that you build for yourself, regardless of what it is, regardless of the industry, and you're your own boss, whether it's being self-employed, you dictate what you do, and you're more driven because it's something that you're creating for yourself. And because it's something that you own and not a company that you're working for, you're more driven. You have more desire to see it come into fruition and be successful, because it's something that's attached to you. And you're the driving force. You know, you have to put all the effort, but you also reap all the rewards when the rewards come in. So absolute facts by 50, man. And that's something that I had to break out of. You know what I mean? The fear of trying to be like, yo, should I go full time with YouTube? Should I not? Should I aspire to it? Should I not? It's comfortable. You know, I got my career. I've got my qualifications. It's more comfortable for me to just do this whenever I could be bothered. But it's something that I enjoy. I enjoy talking on camera. I enjoy saying my opinions. I enjoy being fearless and just saying my opinion. So listen, let's keep going, man. Big up to everyone that's locked in. Big up to AFC always. You know what I'm saying? Big up to you, bro. Big up to Adam in the chat. Big up to AK. You know what I'm saying? Big up to Cayman. Big up to everyone that's locked in right now. You know what I'm saying? Listen, big up to Israel as well, man. Big up to you, my G. And let's keep going, man.
Completely yourself.
I was signed to Jam Master Jay.
Yeah, but a person that you see as a business person and is extremely determined to make things happen, say they're going to get rich or die trying, you say, whoa, they're serious. They don't really do it.
Got you.
You see what I mean? And I don't see a limit. Like, I don't see a limit to how far I can actually go. Greed, I think, is something you might be able to point at someone who wants, that doesn't actually want to work for it.
I believe depression is a luxury. Tough situations, like, still look at it like I got to get up and do what I got to do regardlessly. I can't not do what I got to do. So I'll work depressed. Or when I'm feeling those feelings, I say I just don't feel good, but I still do everything I'm supposed to do for the day.
Absolute facts. I see my mum, 3 kids. My mum go through depression, being depressed, fully depressed, but still have to go up and work 3 jobs. I completely agree. Depression is a luxury. When you've got kids that rely on you, or when you've got bills you've got to pay, you can't afford to be like, I don't feel like it. I'm just not going to turn up. You know, even with this channel, I'm trying to build this channel to eventually go full time, which I will achieve, which I know I will achieve. There's times where I've lost, in the last couple of weeks, I've lost 2 friends. 2 friends through death, but I still had to turn up. I still had to make sure that I'm here producing videos and making sure that I'm not letting down the people that have subscribed to me, because I've got a goal. Even when I'm down, even when I don't feel like it, even when I hear things, you know, when I talk about Arsenal and I hear about things that annoy me, I can't stop just because I feel down, or just because I'm in the back of my mind, I have to suppress the fact that I lost 2 friends and I have to do what I have to do. I still got to get up and go to work. You know, the world doesn't stop. You know, just because you go through things, doesn't mean that, you know, the world stops. Unfortunately, the world doesn't stop, and 50's bang on. You know, if my mum was to allow her depression to tell her, yo, don't get up, don't go to work, we would have starved. We were kids. She had 3 kids to feed. There is no option of, I feel depressed, I'm not going into work. You don't go into work, the light bill isn't paid. There's no food on the table. You know, your kids ain't got food in their belly. You'll get evicted out the house. You know, to a degree, it's a luxury to poor people, because poor people have to get up and go. We ain't got generational wealth. We ain't got all of that behind us. We ain't got, you know, thousands of pounds in the bank and all of that type of stuff. So I've always looked at my life like that. Even when I didn't feel like doing my apprenticeship, I had to go in, no matter what. Even if I was going through things in my house, with my family, you know, things that were, a lot of people would be like, yo, you know what I mean? They have to keep pushing. And I try to add that mentality onto this YouTube channel. I've told a lot of people that I'm going to go full time, and yeah, man, regardless if I'm feeling good or if I'm feeling down or I'm going through things in my personal life, the only way to get to success is you have to be on it, regardless of how you feel. You have to turn up and you have to put the work in. You know what I'm saying? You have to put the work in, and it's not always going to feel good. I don't always feel like doing a video. I don't. You know, I love doing this, but there's days where I go through things and he's absolutely bang on. Absolutely bang on. 50 Cent is bang on, man. You know what I'm saying? Depression and not feeling like doing something, that's a luxury. You got to keep going towards your dreams and your ambitions, regardless if you feel like you don't feel like it. Because a lot of times you're going to have a lot of days where you don't feel like it. But if you want what you want and you want to get to where you want to get to, you got to keep working. You got to keep pushing. You got to keep turning up every day and doing what you need to do, regardless of how you feel.
As I grow older, the one thing that becomes clearer to me each and every day is that I don't owe anyone a thing, and neither do you. I've seen a lot of people pollute their potential after sipping from the well of entitlement. This is certainly true of many of the people I've been associated with over the years, even my own son. What they need to understand is that you should never feel like the world owes you anything. It doesn't. You must accept that it's all on you. That might seem like a very cynical way to view the world, but I would argue that it's actually liberating. You can only feel betrayal when you feel like you're owed something from someone. You can only feel resentment when you had expectations for assistance. When you accept that it's all on you, only then can you finally be free to focus 100% on being the best version of yourself.
Do you know what? Yeah, that is liberating. Knowing that everything you do is on you. If you set out to do a business, it's on you. You got to run it. Yeah, you got to work your main job for your income, and then you got to do what you got to do. Yes, it's tiring. You probably don't feel like it, but it is powerful to feel like, you know what? If I turn up, I'm going to make it. If I turn up and do what I need to do, if I keep learning, educating myself, I'm going to make it. You know, that is a powerful thing, because a lot of times, you know, in the back of your mind, you can feel like, yo, I can't do it. You know what I mean? But really and truly, everything is within your control. The world don't owe you nothing. But if you put the work in, you reap what you sow. You reap what you sow. And if you put the work in, you know, you'll get there. I remember on YouTube feeling like I'll never hit 1,000 subs. I remember putting the work in thinking I will never. That is the hardest milestone I think I've reached. Nobody knew me. Nobody knew my channel. Nobody knew, like, I didn't have loads of videos that are still out there, still getting views and stuff like that. Starting from complete zero, nobody knew me. I didn't come off of a massive platform to come onto YouTube. I wasn't on a previous massive platform. But I kept putting the work in. I kept being persistent. You know what I'm saying? I kept doing what I needed to do, turning up and upping the work rate every year, looking to up the work rate and do more and do more and do more. And now we're almost closing in at 12K. At the end of this season, at the end of this football season, I know that I'll be full-time. I know that I'll be hitting over 20K by the end of this season. Everything I learned of doing content creating from last season, I can apply to this season. And that is something that is powerful. The fact that your life and the where you want your life to be is in your hands. It's all about your attitude. And it's all about, are you going to turn up? Are you going to put the work in? Are you going to hold yourself accountable? Are the people around you going to hold yourself accountable? Are you going to turn up? Yeah. And make sure you're there even on days where you have to make sacrifices. And that's what it's about. It's not about feeling sorry for yourself. It's not about saying, oh, you know, why me? It's about turning up. And there's going to be good days and there's going to be bad days. But guess what? When I look back from trying to reach 1K followers to now, I feel like, yo, I'm so happy that I kept going. I'm so happy that I kept persistent and I kept, you know, and I'm still not where I want to be. But I made sure that, yo, I put my destiny in my hands, in it. And even though I'm still not there, I'm en route. I'm more than halfway where I tried to get to be full-time. And that's the thing, man. And that's the thing. Big up, thank you, Northside. I needed to hear this, bro. This goes out to whatever you're doing, man. You know what I mean? This goes out to whatever you're doing in life, man. Hold yourself accountable and make sure you turn up and do every day what you need to do. You know what I mean? Regardless of what it is. Whether it's social media, your own business, whether it's whatever, whether it's you're trying to get a qualification, turn up every day. Make sure you're there every day. When I did my apprenticeship, I never had one day sick. Turned up, man. Listen, your life is in your own hands. Whatever you want out of life is within your power. Don't let anyone tell you any different. Don't let anyone tell you any different. Whatever you want to do, you can do. It's all mental. And it's all about your discipline. Yes, Northside, you're going to react to that minerals guy. Listen, I'm gathering more information because I didn't have a lot of information. You know what I mean? But I will be doing a reaction. Big up to you, though. Big up Northside every time in the chat. Big up Godfrey, man. Started from the bottom. Now we're here, man. Listen, I needed to hear this. Too comfortable working for corals. Big up to you, man.
Prepared for me, I thought I was. The system wasn't prepared for me. I thought I was ready in '97.
Right.
And I didn't have a major record company marketing to promote my project till 2003.
Right.
So for that time period, I had to run on my own energy. I had to convince myself that I'm gonna make it. Regardless of how people felt at that time. And what it does is it makes you feel like, well, it made me feel like there's gonna be points that people are gonna mistake my confidence for arrogance, because they don't understand the process I went through and how much.
That's absolute facts. That bit there touched me. Man said, when I thought I was ready, it didn't happen when I thought I was ready. It happened when it was supposed to happen. And that's true, man, because when I started this YouTube, I thought it was easy. I thought, yeah, I could do this. But if you would have given me, let's say, like, hypothetically, Lee said, yo, Northside, here's a channel with, I don't know, at the time, 80,000, 90,000 subscribers. Put the work in, bro. Put the work in and just run me the money. Yeah, you run the channel. Yeah, I need you to run the channel for a month. I wouldn't know how to run the channel. I wouldn't know how to create so much content. I wouldn't know how to create so many ideas, how to put myself better across on camera, how to express myself better, how to do what needs to be done, when to do a match reaction, when to do certain news, when to do different things, how to do all those do you get me? And I think everything happens at the right time and for a reason. As you're growing, I think YouTube, to a degree, they give you a platform, but you grow. And as the demand grows, you're growing as a content creator. You're growing to be able to do two live streams a day, 3 live streams a day, a couple of videos as well. Being able to talk about, having different ideas when content is low and different things like that. And this is the thing. Things happen when, at the right time, and he's absolutely correct when 50 said they will mistake your confidence for arrogance. I get that all the time. Oh, you're arrogant. You're arrogant. Nah, I'm just confident. But for me to be this confident, I had to live in a house full of 2 narcissists. I had to be able to fight against people that were extremely racist in my area, throwing bricks through my window. I had to go to school and face racism every single day, being the only black kid. I had to go through getting bullied and then being able to be the aggressor to the point where nobody wanted to mess with me. And this is at a very young age, to be able to become a confident person, confident enough to stand up to whoever, confident enough to say my opinion unfazed, and I think a lot of what confident people go through, some people don't see it and they just see, oh, you're arrogant. No, I'm just confident in what I'm saying because I've had to learn confidence through a lot of situations where other people have guidance, and then some people that don't know that will take it. Oh, you're arrogant. No, I'm not arrogant. I'm just confident in what I'm saying, and I'm unapologetic about what I say because that's what I believe and I mean what I say. So he's absolutely correct, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, big up to everyone that's locked in right now, man. 50 spitting facts right now.
I had to believe in myself in order to make these things happen. I feel like you can will yourself into a good space. Things that are meant to happen will. And if you believe in yourself enough, you can help yourself learn.
Absolute facts. I think you have to have already a sense of whatever you're doing, that I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna get there. No matter what it takes, I'm gonna get to my target. I'm gonna get to where I said I'm gonna get to. Regardless of all the and you numb. You mute all the noise of people, and the people that want to attack you or the people that want to say whatever. You got a focus on your goal and you got to focus on what you're doing, but you also got to tell yourself before you get there. I remember before I had 1,000 subs, I said I'll get 1,000 subs. When I had 1,000 subs, I said I'll get 10,000 subs. When I got to 10,000 subs, I said the person that told me I could never get to 1,000 subs, I'd got to 1,000 subs 10 times. You know what I mean? You got to have that belief in yourself about what you can do and not listen to you know, and always keep telling yourself, I'm going to get to where I need to get to, even though whatever what you're doing, whether it's starting a business, £1 million business, whether it's to be a millionaire, wherever it's whatever, you know. And the people around me, I got a friend that's in Dubai. He's there for a couple of years, and he said he's going to get he's only returning back to England when he has £1 million in his bank. You know, he's working 14-hour shifts Monday to Sunday. He doesn't have a day off. You know, that's the type of people that just have that kind of drive and belief in themselves that I'm gonna do what I need to do. I got another friend that never went, you know what I mean? I think he finished high school. I think he did. I don't even think he went college, but now he owns multiple clinics. He's taken over multiple clinics, you know what I mean, at the moment. And it's crazy. Man never went to university. He's competing against, he's got his own business against people that have went to uni and studied this, studied that. And now the guy is taking over in a certain health sector that the NHS doesn't cover, and now he's expanding his clinics to Greater London. He's already got loads in central London. Now we're going to Greater London and then outside of London. You know, those are the people that just believed in themselves. This is somebody that, you know, didn't always live in a straight and narrow path, but now he's a successful businessman. You know what I mean? And I'm so proud of him. You know, you have to believe in yourself, man. You have to believe in yourself. And when you say you're going to do something, you show people I'm serious. You know what I mean? Let's keep going.
Fear to limit me. I'll figure out how to get past it. I think the thing that you should be afraid of most would probably be being alone. Right? And I've been on my own since I can remember. So I got past that point, you know, as a child. So everything else that came was smaller than the loss of my mom. Never ever.
That's absolute facts. The reason I'm not scared to put my face out on social media and say exactly how I feel, no matter what, if I get clipped up, if I go viral on Twitter, none of this is more scary than the loss of my granddad. You know what I mean? My granddad was the biggest loss I ever had in my life. That was the biggest loss, even to this day. And sometimes I just compare, like, yo, do I care about comments? Do I care about, you know, some of the abuse I've got? You know, some of it's been racial. And 50's right, man. When you compare the fear of failure on whatever you're trying to do, whether it's putting your face out there on social media, saying your opinion and getting a lot of things back, whatever it is, if you compare it to the biggest loss in your life, well, it's insignificant. You know, the things, social media and the abuse you get on social media, it's nothing in compared to the pain I felt of losing my granddad, the pain I felt of burying my friend, and not the two last ones. I had another friend that came out, you know, he went clubbing, went to his friend's house, left his friend's house to go to his mum's house. He was going to get ready to go church. And as he crossed the road, a car was zooming down that road and ran him over, killed him. He's younger than me, you know, and I look at those kind of losses and I'm like, yo, this is nothing in comparison. So 50's actually spot on, man.
Well, I never ran from anything because I didn't have nobody to go to. I've always had that, where I'm going, home to get me, ain't nobody there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so I've always been in a situation where I'm forced to deal with it myself. So
Look at this. The rougher side of
this was Robert. I'm not sure if you're familiar with him. Robert Greene. He wrote the 48 Laws of Power. He wrote 33 Strategies of War and the Art of Seduction. He said everyone is not actually going to be prepared to take the time to actually utilize the information that's given to them. Like, if you pay attention and you actually keep whatever information is coming in front of you, that you choose what's valuable. But the things that you do hear that are valuable, if you make it your business to keep it, even if you have to write it down, so you have to say it to yourself or whatever, and you just keep, the person says something and you go, what did you just say? Hold on a second, put it in my phone and hold on to it until it becomes a part of you in the way you actually would express yourself at different points.
Another gem. Absolute facts. I remember when I was doing my apprenticeship, I had friends that were getting fast money. There was people telling me around me, they're like, yo, you know, come get yourself a trade, you know, come, you know, what do you want to do? Do you want to be an electrician? You want to be a gas engineer? in trade, they're one of the ones with the most money. And I had friends that I tried to bring alongside me and tried to say, yo, listen, this guy is putting me up on game. Get yourself a trade, man. Get yourself some qualifications. Some of my friends wanted to get that fast money. They wanted to go out there and start, selling that spice and doing all this crazy stuff. Then when I'm doing my apprenticeship, I was able to see the long vision in that, which is why I'm in a comfortable space in life. And I could see the long vision. I could see the long term in that. And I used that information that was given to me. And I said, nah, that's valuable information. I got myself my qualification. I'm doing my apprenticeship. I qualify as a gas engineer. And my money was low, obviously. And they looked at the low money that I was getting. And they were like, I can get more in the streets. I'm not going to do that. I got my money, bro. I started, as soon as I got my qualifications, I see these guys coming out of the station. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And I see these guys coming out of the station and they can't even look at me. Why? Because the information, when you get good info, I feel like out of all my flaws, one of my good things is when I hear good information, good advice, I know to differentiate good advice from bad advice. And I took the same information that both of us took. He went down that path. He's seeing me, he's coming at the police station. He's seeing me, I'm there covered in dust or whatever, but I'm qualified. I'm a gas engineer. I'm on my way to earning 50, 60K a year. You know what I'm saying? And that is the difference between, it's absolutely correct. 50 saying that Robert Greene, somebody that wrote the 48 Laws of Power, a book I've actually listened to. You can listen to it in Audible. I like Audible instead of sitting down and reading. And it's crazy how two people can hear the same advice. One takes the information, the other one doesn't. And then you see what path both of those people go down. You know what I mean? And it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy, man. It's absolutely crazy. Not everyone takes on the good advice that comes their way sometimes. And unfortunately, for some of the people that I saw, their life is not in as good a position as mine is at this moment in time, even though I'm not exactly where I want to be. You know what I'm saying? Absolute facts, bro. Knowledge means nothing without action. It doesn't, bro. You know what I'm saying? Bro, with that qualification, you'll make 120 easy. Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. The guys that I was around, they were looking like, yo, I can make what you make in a month, I make in a week. Do you know what I mean? But now, all that fast money comes fast and it goes fast. You know what I'm saying? What assets do they have? How much have they got? You know what I'm saying? And this is the problem. You know what I mean? So 50's absolutely spitting facts right now. And I know a lot of people in the chat, you got friends like that. That, you may have went the right way and your friends went the wrong way. And then by the time they're trying to turn their life around, it's too late. You're looking for an apprenticeship at 31. It's hard. Then all of a sudden, I'm doing my apprenticeship when the government's paying for me because I'm under 18. Do you know what I'm saying? So the government's paying for my qualification. They're now at 30 trying to get my qualification. Now they're now having to pay for it. 8, 9K just to get the same qualification that they could have got when I got for free. So not everyone retains information the same way, man. You know what I mean? Gotta be action. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Bro, I got someone doing life now. If I tell you the story, your jaw you'll fall, bro. I'm not surprised, bro. I'm not surprised. You know what I'm saying? Listen, any young, like I'm talking about young, I'm talking about like really young. I'm talking about like 22 and younger. You can take what I'm saying. If you don't want to hear what I'm saying, listen to what 50 is saying. Somebody that's actually got to the top of his industry, man. Let's keep going.
It separates people's passion, right? And having the ability to focus on something, on the work on it, will allow you to work hard enough to be good enough at it. That's the Kobe Bryant run. He outworked those people. A lot of people in the league form according to their paycheck. So they're like, I ain't getting that money, let them do it.
Kobe was there every day.
Yeah, and that's what separates him and makes him special to us in a different way even after he's gone.
Losing's not an option, then you got to do everything possible to win. And I don't understand how they become complacent and feel like, oh, it's okay. You get people that deal with things by not actually dealing with them. And it was a time that
This is the thing. Like, at the end of the day, it's all in your hands, isn't it? 50 is spot on. It's all in your hands wherever you want your life to go to. You know, I got a manager, and he's all looking at me sideways, chatting rubbish about me, chatting crap behind my back, as if it's my fault that we're the same age. He decided to have kids. He decided to, just follow what everybody else did. I always thought like, yo, I want to do what I feel. You know, and when I felt like I wanted to do YouTube, this is what I'm doing. I'm doing YouTube. And now I'm changing my life to be more in line with YouTube so I can do more. And I know that it's not an overnight success, but I know that I got enough persistence and consistency that I will get to where I need to get to. Because when I say I'm going to do something, like I said, for my gas, when I wanted to be a gas engineer, I didn't give up. That was one of the toughest things I ever did. I was working hours that I weren't even paid, but I saw the end goal. So if I had that kind of ability and work ethic behind trying to be a gas engineer, I know that doing YouTube, I will consistently turn up until I get to where I say I'm going to get to, you know, because, and that's the thing. That's the thing. Failure ain't an option. When I wanted to be a gas engineer, failure wasn't an option. I'm going to be that, you know, and I had family members that didn't believe in me, that said I'm going to be nothing. You know, they knew me from being Northside that was aggressive. If somebody disrespect me, I'll punch you around the face. I was aggressive at that time in my life. And they like, this guy, they wrote me off. They ripped me off. Oh, you're not going to, this is my own family members. Some of them, he's not going to be anything. He's not going to do anything with his life. He'll never be anything. He'll never do anything. He's not going to get anywhere in his life, you know? And that motivated me to be like, okay, cool. I'm going to do this. And when I do this, I'm going to shut up every family member that didn't believe in me, you know, and didn't believe that I meant what I said. And when I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. When I say I'm going to be something, I will be it. Because I will consistently do what I need to do to get to where I need to get to, regardless if I'm supported or not. I wasn't supported to be a gas engineer. And guess what? When I became one, all of a sudden I had a round of applause from the family. When I bought my house, which a lot of family members that didn't believe in me have not done themselves, it's a round of applause. Oh, it's amazing. Some of them actually were looking at me sideways like, how the hell did this guy do it? I thought he was just out of control. You know what I mean? And that is the thing, man. You know, you got to be persistent in life, man. You got to be persistent and use the people that don't believe you, don't want you to succeed. It might even be your own family at times. You gotta make sure that you back your talk and you do everything that you can do to show them that, yo, I believe in myself. And as long as I believe in myself, I don't need anyone to believe in me. You know what I mean? Do you know what I'm saying? But once you achieve it, everybody's gonna celebrate. You know, everyone's got a round of applause, but that whole journey of you getting to where you believe you're destined to get to, ain't people going to be clapping for you. They're going to be criticizing you. You know what I mean? Talking crap behind your back, like my manager, saying, look at him. Well, he's wasting his time. Wasting my time. I'm on the road to being my own boss. You know what I'm saying? Yes, with a lot of sacrifice and all the rest of it, while you're going to continue to do what you're doing and complaining about you can't afford childcare. This is the reality, man. You know what I'm saying? This is the reality.
I actually didn't have anything because the things that I acquired when I was hustling, it kind of went away. I had to get rid of it in order to have enough to stay afloat. You know, and things don't happen when you want them to happen all the time. It happens when it's supposed to happen, when God has a plan for you to actually be successful, it'll happen for you. So you got to be persistent, consistent, work. You know, I didn't have a plan B. I said it absolutely has to work. You know, so I stayed focused and I made it happen.
People are really loyal to their company.
Facts. When I was being a gas engineer, man said, was it hard to become a gas engineer? Okay, I was working 6 days a week. I was working 13 to 14 hour shifts every single day, barring Sunday. Physical. I've never, like, now I'm okay. I'm not super thin. At the time, I was super thin. Taking boilers up to lofts. Physical work the whole day. Yes, it is mental. You need to know what you're doing with the boiler. It was physical every day. Taking out cast iron boilers. Have you ever lifted a cast iron boiler? every day shattered, every day knackered, every day getting cussed in front of customers, every day. Then I was going to college 1 day a week. You know what I'm saying? So yes, it was very hard. You know what I'm saying? Yes, it was very hard, bro. You know what I'm saying? It was not easy. I was working crazy hours. I was knackered. I was shattered. I've never been so tired in my life. And I was young, full of energy. That's how tired I was. You know what I mean? Working stupid. I was starting work. I was already getting in. I was already starting work at 5 a.m., 4 a.m. in the morning. I was already getting up. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. You know? So listen, it ain't easy to get to that. You know what I mean?
The record company marketing and promote my project till 2003.
Right.
You know, so for that time period, I had to run on my own energy. You know, I had to convince myself that I'm gonna make it. You know, regardless of how people felt at that time. And what it does is it makes you feel like, well, it made me feel like there's gonna be points that people are gonna mistake my confidence for arrogance, because they don't understand the process I went through. And how much I had to believe in myself in order to make these things happen. I feel like you can will yourself into a good space. Things that are meant to happen will. And if you believe in yourself enough, you can help yourself learn. You can inspire, yourself in different ways where you can actually discipline yourself, to the point that you can become good enough. Like from 97, like when I started writing, it was full time. Like every day I was writing music because I had no choice. If I was gonna stop hustling, then how was I gonna provide or continue the lifestyle that I created for my son's mom, my son, and myself?
That's facts, man. When you're under pressure and there's no plan B, you'll be surprised at how determined you can be. You'll be surprised at how far you can push something. I remember I was shattered. I remember at times I was stuck, and it was like, well, if you don't get the boiler started, you ain't going home. You know what I mean? And I'm working late in someone's house. The customer's on my back telling me, yo, is my boiler on yet? It's freezing. It's the middle of flipping November. It's freezing. And then that kind of pressure. And you'll be surprised how far you can go when you say, yo, this has got to work. There was times where it was so many times way easier for me to give up. And this is why when I'm trying to do YouTube, and yes, it's difficult. I've gone through times where you don't feel like you're getting the views that you deserve, or you don't feel like your channel's getting to where it needs to get to. That persistence is already instilled that I learned from trying to become a gas engineer. Even like everything was hard about getting that, having a whole year, the country's in recession, constantly putting my CV out, getting rejected. But every day I was putting my CV out, getting rejected, putting at least an hour of a solid hour and a half every single day, getting rejected, a whole year getting rejected. It was, and then seeing all my friends driving nice Mercedes, driving this, driving that, getting that fast money, and me just persisting, and friends telling me, yo, listen, I'll set you up, man. You know what I mean? Just come get this money on the roads. And I'm like, yo, no. You know what I mean? And I'm not seeing the fruits of my labor. Now that persistency has paid off. It's paid off. You know what I'm saying? It's paid off, man. It's crazy, man. It's crazy when you ain't got a plan B and you just laser focus on what you got to do. There's going to be difficult days. There's going to be days where you don't feel like it. But bro, I'm telling you, that's what it takes to be successful. That's what it takes. Any level of success. It takes determination and it takes persistency.
You can't have any success without jealousy, without envy, or entitlement. Right? Entitlement being the scary part because it's growing in someone you love. It's hard for you to see those things, the change in them. These are loved ones. These are people that are around you that like relatives.
You can't choose them.
You can't choose them. The interesting thing is when we pray for success, we don't pray for jealousy. We don't pray for envy. We don't pray for entitlement. And we can't have those things without success. And that's just what changes the relationships around you from the start. Because I wanted everybody to come with me because we went on the road. By the time we got for the tour, I said I can do whatever I want as long as I keep working.
School for this shit. You gotta be smart enough to pick up the information as you go. I was crazy enough to believe what the fuck I was saying gonna happen was gonna happen. And that's why I was persistent enough and consistent enough to exist now. My grandfather told me, you don't get as far as the you talk to for no reason. You'll be successful as a that you talk to for no reason. What I mean is, if you spending your day talking to a nigga and got nothing going on, what the kind of information could he offer you? Can he help you learn something? Can he teach you something in the conversation?
I think
Absolute facts. Absolute facts what his granddad told him. You'll get as far as the company that you keep. Absolute facts. If you're around friends that all they're doing is doing illegal stuff and going in and out of jail, that's as far as you're going to go. There's nothing that they're going to teach you that is going to get you beyond that. That is the limitation. If you got friends that all they do is chill around, drinking, all they're going to do is teach you that. If you've got friends, which I've had before, that all they do is party, well, guess what? That's what your life is going to get to, because you're surrounding yourself around people that's their limit. That's their knowledge. When you surround yourself around people that are going out there getting the money, going out there getting, showing you how you can invest your money, how you can, run your own business, how you can be successful online, how you can do, then you're good. That's going to rub off on you. It's the same thing. And it's true. I've had friends that all they did was crime. I've had friends that all they did was party. And that's all, I never did the crime bit, but there was a limit to what my eyes were opening up to, what I could do, what I could become in this world. When I was around people that all they wanted to do was party, guess what? All I was doing was partying. I was working, picking up a paycheck and just partying. The people that you're around, they will, if they're good people or successful people, will rub off on you. There's no surprise that I'm around successful YouTubers and I'm trying to do YouTube, and my life is where I'm trying to get to. We're getting there. Maybe it might not be as fast as I want it to be, but we're getting there. The company you keep, that you're gonna go as far as the company that you keep. That's so true. That is so true. So true. And a lot of people don't want to cut off a lot of those people that are unfortunately baggage. At the end of the day, every relationship is transactional. Let's just be real. You're with your partner, it's transactional. Your family, to a degree, is transactional. Your friends, is transactional. If you're not getting anything out of the relationship, what the hell are you doing? And not getting something in a user way, but in terms of, can you teach me something? Because when I met Lee, he taught me something. When I met Rance, after a live, I asked him, yo, could you give me some pointers? Could you help me? I didn't even ask for a collab. Yo, could you help me? Or could you, what advice would you give me? Because I was around people that are successful enough that could give me advice that could make me successful. How could I, And this is what it is. This is what it is. Some people just become baggage. They're doing nothing. They don't even need to do the same thing as you. I got two of my closest friends. They don't even do YouTube. They don't do social media, but they're successful. They got the drive. They understand. If I can't see them, we're trying to get to that next level. We're trying to be successful in whatever we're trying to do. You know what I mean? And that's the truth, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's the truth. But a lot of people don't want to cut off, people that are baggage. They don't want to cut those people off. That's the problem. You know what I mean? That is the problem. But let's go on to the next one. Let's go on to this guy. Robert Greene is a guy that helped 50 Cent write the 50th law, which is fearlessness. Let's go.
in life is motivation, is desire, is the energy that you bring to it. If you don't believe in yourself, if you only half-heartedly are reading my books or listening to Tom or listening to me and you go, yeah, I kind of want to change, it won't matter. It won't change anything. You'll just go back to your old habits because habits are very powerful. You're a product of the cultural moment. It's very hard to resist it. It's very hard to swim against the tide of the times that we live in. So if you don't have the motivation, if you don't have the energy, if you don't have the idea that, damn it, I'm going down fast, if I don't turn this around, you're only alive once. It's, YOLO, and it goes past really fast. I can tell you that as I get older, faster than you think. So you've got to be desperate. You've got to tell yourself, I've got to get out of this. I've got to change my life. I've got to swim against the tide of the times that I lived in. I have to change my ways, because if not, when I'm 32, when I'm 35, all of my hopes, all of my horizons will narrow so much that it's going to look very, very bleak.
Absolute facts. Absolute facts. You need urgency behind what you're doing if you're trying to change your life, regardless of whatever you're doing. You know, you guys in the chat, I don't know what each one of you does or what your aspirations are, what your dreams are. But if you really want something, you got to do it now. You can't just wait to New Year's resolution. You can't wait. You got to do it now. And you got to do it with the urgency of, I'm trying to get somewhere and move with a purpose. It's absolute facts. And that's how I try to approach YouTube. I'm trying to get somewhere. I ain't got time to, I won't upload today. I won't try and work today. I won't, I just won't turn up today. No, I'm trying to get somewhere. I got to turn up every day. I've got to turn up every day. And only with that level of urgency would you get somewhere. When I was doing my apprenticeship, I had to help my mum. My mum was a single mum. At the time, she injured her leg. She needed help. I had to work. I had to get to where I'm trying to get to. There is no time. The bills don't rest. You know what I'm saying? Bills don't rest. Bills don't care about, I don't feel like it. Bills don't care about, I wait till the new year. You know what I'm saying? Bills don't care. Bills come, bills need to be paid. And I think that's the best, man. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. You got to, bro. You got to attack life with urgency, bro. And too many people are too relaxed doing nothing. That's the problem. You know what I mean? Or thinking they got all the time in the world, which is the biggest lie ever. The biggest lie ever. We don't have all the time in the world. Let's go to the next one.
I don't want to stop myself doing silly things.
You can have a slight paranoia that helps you be aware of situations. And even in the 48 Laws of Power that Robert wrote, there's some things in there that you might feel like are evil. But you need to be aware of them because someone else's intentions might be very well what that law of power is. You know, so like when I got a chance to talk to him, we even brought it down to the perspective of a person that's in a staff meeting that is watching someone else raise their hand to answer a question that they know the answer to. Then that means that person deserves to be ahead of you in life because your fear of being wrong at that point is not allowing you to create your value in the workspace.
Absolute facts. Too many people live in fear. Too many people live in fear to be wrong. They live in fear to get their opinion across. They live in fear to go for their dreams. They live in fear to go for what they want in life because of opinions of their family, opinions of their friends, opinions of their culture, going up against the cultural norm. This is why I just do exactly what I want to do. You know, people will feel the way they want to feel, but that fear is what stops people doing what they want to do. I've said this before on this channel. I had when I started YouTube, I was ridiculed in my workspace. People are laughing at me. This is under 1,000 subs, laughing at me. As soon as I hit 1,000, then 2,000, 3,000, all of a sudden, how can you do YouTube? Why? What stopped them? Not because what stopped them is their fear. I didn't have the fear. I don't have the fear to put my opinions out there. I don't have my fear to show my face. I don't have that fear. I don't have the fear to express myself and to go through the things that I want to go for, regardless of ridicule. You know, my uncle told me, why are you going to do an apprenticeship? Why don't you go uni? Like, that's a rubbish job. Why are you trying to be a gas engineer? Further down the line, he realizes why I went for it, you know? And this is the thing. Too many people live in fear. Too many people live in fear to call people out, to call out things you don't agree with, to call out people you don't necessarily like, to call out, to go for the things that they want. A lot of people live in fear. Some people live in fear to leave the woman that they're currently with and they're getting no sex. They're not happy in their marriage. The amount of people I know that are unhappy in their marriage, but they stick around and they try to convince themselves that, it's because we love each other. No, you don't. No, you don't. You're constantly angry at her. You're not happy in a marriage. It's a sexless marriage. You're disrespected on a daily. You're getting exploited, but you just stay because of this, because of that, the kids and that. But the kids are viewing you guys arguing every day. So why are you staying because of the kids? They actually get in a worse environment. Because I love her. Well, how much do you really love her? How much do you really love her when you're not satisfied, when you're not getting your bargain, or when she's disrespecting you in public? And this is the problem. A lot of people live in fear. I can't leave her because then I lose the house. What happens to me? I'll lose the house and I don't know what I'm doing. A lot of people live in fear. I'm not living in fear, man. I ain't lived in fear in a long, long time. So when I come into the internet, there's nothing for me to fear. You know what I'm saying? I don't fear what my family think about me. I don't fear about any of that. You know, I called out my dad for being a no good sperm donor. His brother didn't like it. I've never apologized. That's exactly what he was, and that's exactly what I'll call him. You know what I'm saying? And too many people don't reach their potential because they're scared. They're scared to be their authentic self and go for the things they want to go for, say what they want to say. And 50 is absolutely right, man. And this is why I like the 50th law, because it's true. A lot of people live in fear. They live in fear, man. You know, when I did the girl talk, I didn't care. Listen, my girl can get upset or not get upset. It's up to her. But at the end of the day, I'm going to speak honestly about how I feel about relationships. It's down to her. You know, when I went up against my family and the narcissistic people in my family thinking that they can control and manipulate people, I didn't care what the rest of the family felt. I said what I had to say, and it is what it is. You know, when I wanted to do what I needed to do, I just go for it. You know, a lot of people live in fear, man. But yeah, it's crazy. Let's get on to the next clip. Hold on. No, wrong one. There we go. Let's go on to the next clip. Where is it? Here we go. Let's go.
Had much. You understand what I'm saying? You just gotta hustle. You gotta go hard, man. You see it playing games, man. Niggas got it. I'm gonna get it. Trust me. I'm gonna get mine. I don't know about y'all niggas. You know what I'm saying? That niggas on bullshit. I'm gonna shoot a nigga over. He stepped on my shoe type shit. Or he fucked the same bitch I fucked with. Yeah, then you gotta up your game. So the bitches is from somewhere else. You know what my grandfather told me? You don't get as far as the motherfuckers you talk to for no reason. You'll be successful as the motherfuckers that you talk to for no reason. What I mean is, if you spending your day talking to a nigga that ain't got nothing going on, what the fuck kind of information could he offer you? Can he help you learn something? Can he teach you something in the conversation? Leave me the fuck alone, man. Y'all niggas.
And in my journey, like, there's certain things that I'm not really, I don't even let it into my system like that. Like I think depression is a luxury.
Wow.
Because where I'm from, you can't afford to be depressed. You got to pay the bill, right?
Right.
So you gotta go to work. You gotta get up. You gotta go do what you gotta do. You got people right now that's at work don't feel like being there, but they got responsibilities, so they They feel uncomfortable while they're working, while they're doing what they gotta do. Like, when these guys get in a slump and they just decide that they're not gonna do anything, I'm like, where they do that at?
Right.
Even when you're on the street, you got a pack. You just decide not to come outside.
Absolute facts. Absolute facts, man. You know what I'm saying? Absolute facts. You know what I mean? Just because you don't feel like it, you're not going to go after your dreams. You're not going to go after what you want in life. You're not going to go after, you know, because of what? Fear of ridicule, fear of what? You know what I mean? 50. This is why I respect 50 so much, man. Because this guy, bro, he got blackballed from the industry. You know what I'm saying? His beef with Ja Rule. Murder Inc. at the time were dominating the charts, and they blocked him from every move. He kept going. He didn't care. He kept going. He was fearless with his approach, and eventually he got the deal with Eminem and Dr. Dre when Eminem heard his tape. And this is the thing, man. Like, when do you stop fighting and you just become somebody that's like, oh, I'm not gonna try anymore. I'm just gonna go through life, and when I'm on my deathbed, I'm gonna be talking about all the things I could have done or I could have been. Bun that, man. Go for your dreams now, man. Go for whoever's watching this. Go for your dreams now. Whatever you want out of life, go for it. You know what I'm saying? Go for it. Don't let anyone tell you that, you know, it's unrealistic or, you know, it's stupid or whatever. They're just projecting their own fears, because most people live in fear. They live in fear to go after the things that they want. Trust me. They project their own fears onto you. Let's keep going.
You're prepared for something. It never happens on your time. Like, when you think you're ready, like it's supposed to happen. It always happens when it's supposed to happen. Because the period that you feel ready and people are not acknowledging the material the way you feel like they should because it's good, is the time that you actually develop skin thick enough to survive when it does work.
Facts.
This is when it's starting where there ain't no plan B. Shit gotta work. If it don't work, what's gonna happen? You know, so if you're in that point and position, you go, what's working. And you start to get influence, or you sway to what's actually working at the moment. And your music changes and starts to sound a little bit like what's happening.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, like, you got when you're going after something, you just gotta keep thinking about the end goal. You just gotta keep going and doing everything that you gotta do every single day. I can't lie, man. Nothing but facts from 50. You just gotta keep going. There's nothing, you can't allow anything to distract you. You can't allow anything to knock you off your momentum. You just gotta keep going. I'm telling you, and you will get there. You won't probably get there as fast as you won't get there. Not even probably. You won't get there as fast as you would like to. But if you keep doing what you're doing, you'll get to where you need to get to, man. 50 just spitting facts, man. You know what I'm saying? Absolute facts, bro. Let's keep going.
That would tell 2003, 50 Cent.
I'd say not to be so trustworthy of people. Yeah. You know, not to watch them. To watch people, because I think it's detrimental to sustaining success and being a good judge of character.
100%.
Because you got to delegate responsibilities. You got people. You got to build a team of people around you.
Another fact. Like on this YouTube thing, I there's a lot of people that are sneaky, a lot of people that are users, a lot of people and you gotta be, and it's not just YouTube, it's just in life. There's a lot of people that don't want to see you be successful. There's a lot of people that will smile in your face, don't want you to be successful. They don't want you to do well. They don't want you to get to where you can get to. They don't want to see you win. And I do think a judge of character while you're on your journey is essential, because some people will just use you, man. Some people will just use you. Some people will exploit you, or some people will just be two-faced. I think judge of character is mad important, man. Mad important in life. I can't lie. It's mad important. So you put your faith in the wrong type of person, and trust me, your life can go backwards. Real talk.
They look at you, they don't like you from across the street. Some people feel the need to go across the street to say why I'm a good person. I don't give a fuck. Yeah. I genuinely don't give a fuck about how those people feel about me across the street, because they don't care about me. Is it okay for me not to care about people that don't care about me? Let's say questions across.
That is exactly how I feel about the internet. People that don't care about me, I don't give a shit about them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not interested. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never thought that I'm going to be liked by everyone, because I'm not delusional. You'll never be liked by everyone. Not everyone's going to agree with you. And it's calm not to give a crap. At the end of the day, I'll do what I need to do. You know what I mean? On YouTube, if people want to have a conversation with me and stuff, like, respectfully, we can have a conversation. But people that genuinely don't like me, I couldn't care less. The content creators that I call out, I couldn't care less if they like me or not. They can have their opinion on me. I have my opinion on them. I don't care. I don't care to be liked by everyone. And I don't care about people that don't like me and their opinion on me. I have an opinion on them. They have an opinion on me, and it is what it is. You know what I mean? And I think that's something that stops a lot of people saying or doing what they need to do because of opinions of others. I don't care. I genuinely don't care. This is why I'll put whoever I disagree, I'll put your picture on the thumbnail. I'm not trying to duck anything. Like, at the end of the day, if I don't like what you said, I'll show you I don't like what you said. And it is what it is. Take it how you want. You want to respond? Respond. After you respond, I'll respond. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But this is what I like about 50. It's that fearlessness to, like, I'm gonna do what I want to do. Like, I'm gonna do what I want to do. However you feel about it is irrelevant to me. I'm gonna say exactly how I feel. I'm not gonna be two-faced about how I feel. I'm gonna do what I want to do, and it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And this is why I love 50, man. This is why I love 50, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro. This is what I'm saying. Just be real to yourself, man. Just be real to yourself. That's all. That's important, bro. Too many people want to be liked by everyone. Want to be. Do you know what I'm saying? Want to be that person that's liked, but bro, not everyone's gonna like you, man. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Do you know what I'm saying? But guess what? They can't stop your momentum. So yeah, man.
We spend this time. because we can't get it back. Before I had money, when I'm poor, when I'm in the middle, when I'm rich, regardless, I've been on each one of those portions of the journey. I had fun.
At each place?
When we didn't have no money, we had fun.
Was that the most fun?
It was fun.
So I'm saying, let's run the next clip. Let's run. Where's the next? Here we are. Let's go.
Get yourself, but if they don't have the same kind of goals in conversation, you can be going in circles, so you're not growing.
Yo, being around people that don't have goals, I'm telling you right now, they're just gonna pull you back. I'll be real. I've had this before. People that just don't have any ambition, they don't have to have the exact same goals of you. They might want to be doing something complete, but people that have goals and people that are driven to do better and be better in life, you surround yourself around those kind of like-minded people, it's infectious. It will rub off on you. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's the type of people I like to be around, man. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? And that is the thing, man. You need to be around people that have the same mindset. They don't have to have the exact same goals, but they have the same mindset. That I'm trying to get somewhere. I'm trying to be somewhere. I'm trying to get to an objective, trying to get to a goal. Do you know what I'm saying? And that is what it is, man. That is what it is. What's this here?
To just diss one person. It was a diss to the entire industry. It was as if I was saying, if none of y'all want to be my friend, then we're all going to be enemies. I let almost everyone have it. Jay-Z, Wu-Tang, Big Pun, Missy Elliott, Will Smith, Jada Pinkett, Slick Rick, DMX, Bobby Brown, and Whitney Houston all got called out by name. The record created an uproar the moment it dropped on Hot 97. Throughout the culture, everyone was asking, whoa, who is this new guy? Because he's saying everyone's name and don't care about nothing. Some of the biggest ones, including Jay-Z, Big Pun, and Wu-Tang, had responses for me, which was exactly what I hoped for. I needed something that was going to create attention around me, and How to Rob got me noticed immediately. I had to demonstrate my competitiveness to make the industry take notice of me. So
that remind you of anyone? This is why I love 50, man. 50 just don't give a crap. Like I love his fearlessness, and I love the fact that he added to the 48 laws of power and added fearlessness, because a lot of people, that's what holds a lot of people's potential back is fearlessness, man. And the fact that he just doesn't, he's gonna do what he wants to do, and it is what it is. And I feel like so many people just, the biggest example of this is I got a cousin, and he showed me how to go to the market and buy like some Jordans. He knew how to revamp the Jordans, make them look brand new. Real Jordans, not fake ones. Real ones. Go to a car boot sale, get some trainers that were sold, he probably sold to him like for £5 or £10. Then some Jordans that are a bit dirty. He'll make them look brand new. His friend made a full-time business out of doing that. Not just off of markets, but also going on eBay, going on his friend was selling these renewed clothes on Depop. So he's getting Jordans. Let's say the soles are finished. He'll take off the soles of the Jordans, get some new ones on, get some new laces. He knew how to clean up everything, the stitching, the trainers look brand new, and then he would sell it on Depop. He'll buy it for like a £5, go on Depop and sell it for like £60. Do you know what I mean? £70 for the Jordans. You know what I'm saying? £65 profit. And my cousin saw this guy. He had the same knowledge. And I told him, yo, your friend's doing it full time. Why can't you? Oh, nah, but this, but that, but this, but that. And then I realized, because my cousin was living with me, I realized he's not got the drive. He's not got the ambition to do what his friend's done. His friend saw something and saw that, oh, okay, a lot of people will like designers. I can get a lot. Sometimes he gets brand new stuff in the car boot sale. Like you'll get the ice cream, you know, or you'll get like Sean John, like, you know what I mean? Which was Diddy's brand. And he'll just buy it and he'll resell it and make profit. And his friend is making I think his friend was making like 2 to 3K a month off of just buying clothes. You know, some of them, if it was just clothes, it was fresh. He just got it on a cheap and then reselling it at a profit. If it was trainers, he was revamping the trainers and selling it, limited edition trainers, all sorts. He even had that G-Unit trainers. There's a lot of people that like collectibles. And I looked at my cousin, I was like, Why aren't you doing that? You got the ability to do that. And then one thing I realized is discipline, yeah, persistency, and going for your goal no matter what. My cousin would sell something on Depop. You know what I'm saying? He would sell something, he'd make like £200-300 on Depop and then just relax while his friend is consistently uploading. Because he would wake up early. His friend would wake up. I saw his friend's work ethic, and I realized it's your attitude towards what you're doing. His friend had a businessman mentality, and he held himself accountable and made sure that he was persistent every day, selling things on eBay. He was selling things on eBay. He was selling things on Gumtree. He was selling clothes on Depop. He was selling clothes everywhere. Do you know what I mean? He even went to certain stores and sold certain vintage clothes that he got. You know what I mean? He even saw a shop that was taking brand new clothes, and he would go there with a bag of clothes and make like £200-300 in that day, just dropping off that clothes and selling all those clothes. You know, he bought the clothes for like £50 and he sold it for like 250-300. You know what I mean? Made a £250 profit. I realize it's the attitude behind people. Some people, like my cousin, they have the knowledge, but they don't have the drive, they don't have the mentality. I realize my cousin's a bum. I said to him, you've got a niche. Yeah, he's got a niche in being able to get clothes and resell clothes. You know, he took me to the market with him so I could see it myself. And he got my girl some Jordans and he revamped them. She goes, nah, surely you can't. He got them. She bought them for like £10. He revamped them. They look brand new, real ones. And he showed me how to see if they're real. All of the Jordans have got a code in them. So when you flip them, they've got like a code on the bar. Do you know what I'm saying? And you'd put that bar, and if it comes up, it means that it's legit. It would come up with the exact color, everything. And I said, how are you not making the most out of this situation? Like, if I had the ability to be able to revamp clothes, and like my cousin knew also like how to change the size of certain clothes. Let's say he had the Pharrell Williams ice cream shirt. You knew how to cut it and resize it because my grandma taught him how to stitch, and he had a sewing machine. He had all the stuff in the room. He was in that room there before I had to kick him out. And I just saw that it's like, yo, your friend is way more proactive and you're not. You have the ability. He was even making, like, my cousin was making like custom jeans. So people would be like, yo, I want jeans, but I want 2 different styles of jeans. And he would sew it together and he'd do it. He had the ability. He just didn't have the work rate. He wasn't committed. He would rather, you know, make a sale of £200-300 and then start, you know, bunning spice, smoking outside, bunning spice. That's what he'd want to do. And this is the thing, like, a lot of people just have not got that work effort. They haven't got that ability to be disciplined, you know, for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years to get to their goal. And my cousin showed me that, you know, and it's sad. It's sad.
Portion of the job that they're comfortable with.
Do you want to feel like you're afraid all the time? Or do you start to become the aggressor? And you start saying, you know what? You ain't got to find me because I'm looking for you. See, because the guy at the schoolyard doesn't want to fight, always leaves with a black eye. The moment that you show people that you're not willing to fight, they want to fight.
And I don't mind losing. I just like to lose at my expense. Let it be my fault. If I'm losing based on someone else's decision to do it, I'm furious about it. Yeah. Because I'm like, I could have learned it and made better judgment myself than to just allow that to happen. I got instincts. A lot of people will gauge your level of intelligence by you having an associate's, bachelor's, or a master's degree. But a lot of those people retain information long enough to pass midterms and never use it.
I just pretty much...
Hey, Northside, you know, when guys do that stuff, people clown them and call them zesty. Bro, what people say is irrelevant, bro. What people say is irrelevant. You know what I'm saying? What people say is irrelevant, bro. When you want to do something, you can't be listening to what other people say, bro. Because people always celebrate people that are successful, but before they get successful, most people don't even, you know what I'm saying? They listen to what other people got to say. At the end of the day, do you know how many people called me? What I will say is most people project. They just project what's already within them. You know, people, when you do something that's outside of the box or outside of the norm or outside of a safe route, The people that criticize you are criticizing you because they don't have the balls to do what you're doing. That's why it's irrelevant what people say, bro. You just got to do what you got to do. You know what you're doing, and you just got to focus on that, man. You can't be focusing on what other people got to say. And this is why with my YouTube channel, I just don't really care, bro. I don't have a problem with anyone in terms of like I just don't really care, bro. Like the people that agree with me. The people that don't agree with me don't agree with me. Who cares, bro? It's my opinion. You know what I mean? I made a channel to have my opinion, and I'm gonna express my opinion. Do you know what I'm saying? And people give too much power into other people's opinions, bro. At the end of the day, if you want to, I don't know, be a businessman, do social media, whatever you want to do. If you want to do it, you go for it, bro. Because I'm telling you right now, like, you don't want to be, you know, in an old age and feel like, yo, I could have done this, I could have done that, and I never went for it, or I never backed myself, or I care too much because people criticized me or ridiculed me. I couldn't care less, man. I couldn't care less. You know what I'm saying? I really couldn't care less. I say how I feel. People don't like it. It is what it is. But I'm going for what I'm going for. People that clown me for doing YouTube, cool, no problem. Do you know what I'm saying? I will become full-time. I will do this full-time. I will get to where I need to get to. And when I do, I'll say, yo, I told you. You didn't believe in me. I remember when on my videos, yeah, I would get 50 views. You know what I'm saying? 50 views. I remember when it was hard for me to get 1,000 views on a video. I remember when I knew nobody within YouTube. People telling me, oh, why are you doing that? It's stupid. Why are you, you know, ranting or you know, getting angry or this and that? You know what I mean? The same people now looking at it and saying, oh, okay, I get why you're doing it. At the end of the day, bro, just go for what you need to go for, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't care about, you know, people always going to have an opinion about things. You know what I'm saying? Most of the people that I hate on you are people that never left the comfortability of their little bubble in their life. You know, they never pushed past the boundaries. They never went for what they want. They never believed in themselves when nobody else believed in them. They never went for their goals. It is what it is. It's humans, bro. I'm telling you, a lot of people project how they feel onto you. Be fearless. Do what you need to do. Go for your goals. Go for your goals. You know? And at the end of the day, at least at the end of your life, this is what I always say to myself. At the end of my life, I can say, you know what? I wanted to buy a house. I did it. I wanted to be a gas engineer. I did it. I wanted to be a full-time YouTuber. I did it. You know what I'm saying? I did it. Do you know what and this is what it is, man. At the end of the day, yeah, like what? There's no happiness in living for other people. And this is why I love 50 Cent's mentality, bro, because his mentality is just ruthless. Like he's gonna get to where he's gonna get to, and he didn't really care. You know, 50 Cent was already writing music in like 96, 97. He only got a deal in 2003. He got dropped by Columbia Records when he got shot. Then all of a sudden, Irv Gotti's literally not allowing any of the record labels to sign him. And he still persisted. And now look at him. But because he's become 50 Cent, it's easy to be like, yo, he was, you know, it wasn't crazy to believe that. But how many people believed in him when he got shot? How many people believed in him when, you know, his money from what he was doing in the streets was running out to support him and his partner? You know, and this is the thing, man. People will believe in you once you make it. But when you're on your journey, very few people believe in you, man. Just go for your dreams. Anyone that's watching right now, go for your dreams, man. Go for your dreams. And everyone that's chatting rubbish, yeah, I'm telling you, even when you make it, they'll chat rubbish. So there's no point. Just do what you need to do in life and get to where you need to get to in life, man. And don't listen to people, you know, projecting their own fears, man. Listen, I go on YouTube, people say, oh, why are you clipping people up? Because I feel like it. Because I don't agree with their opinion. If they want to clip me up, clip me up. Do you know what I mean? And I'll go back, or we can go back to back. But when we go back to back, I know I'll finish the conversation. Because at the end of the day, I know I'm calling you out on your crap. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. You know, in life, life is short, man. Life is short. I'm turning 32 this year. I don't feel 32. You know, but life is going by fast. You know, so what am I going to do? Am I going to go for my dreams or what? You know, my manager right now, like, you know, he's there like angry with life. He realized, like, you know, and listen, He's there bashing me, saying, "Oh, why am I doing this? Why am I doing that?" And he's the one that didn't plan his life properly. He's the one that's got 2 kids and is living in a 1-bedroom flat. Who's the one that didn't plan their life properly? Do you know what I'm saying? He's the one that can't go for his dreams. He's the one that's got to stay in this job, which I'm leaving, which has a toxic environment, whereas there's a lot of managers that are rubbish. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, man, go for what you want in life, man. Go for what you want in life, you know? It is what it is. The one thing I wish I did that I didn't do well, the one thing I wish I didn't do well was I was way too focused on chasing women early on in my life. I felt like if I focused more on my career, I probably and less on women as well, I probably would have been able to do YouTube a lot earlier. But it is what it is. I can't ponder, I can't think too much on the past. You know what I could have done. I did what I did. I had to get that out of my system. You know, one day dating this type of girl, next day dating that type of girl, this and that. It is what it is. I can't turn back time. All I can do is make sure my future, I apply what I did wrong in the past and I apply that to my future. And at the end of the day, as soon as the football season starts, I'm going to be relentless with the content. I'm going to be doing what I need to do. I'm going to be putting out the content I need to put out, and I'm going to make sure I do everything this season to get to be in full time, and still doing it with my integrity, not selling out my opinion, not being bullied on my opinion, not being bullied on having to accept mediocrity or accept failure at my football club. I'm going to do it by standing on business and standing on what I believe. And it is what it is, man. It is what it is. You know, there's things that I regret in my life, and I try to use my channel to, you know, people that may be in the mindset that I am. Oh, I got to chase this girl. Oh, I got this fat ass girl. Oh, I got this, I got that. All of that is irrelevant. Go and get your money. You know, thank God I was still focused on my career, and I made sure that I got qualified and I got to where I needed to get to. Hence why I've never gone out, you know, since I've been qualified, I've never not had a job. I've left jobs like that, got a new job the next week. You know what I'm saying? I've always been able to do whatever I want to do when it comes to my career. And now I'm going for YouTube, the next challenge. And this is the thing, man. You know, don't live a life that's not fulfilling, man. That is one of the worst things ever. You know, I remember, like, this is the end of COVID, and I was feeling like, yo, I want to do football content. Like, I want to talk about Arsenal. I'm always watching these content creators. I feel like I want to talk about football, and I went for it. And I'm here, just about to hit 12K. And my channel's got, overall, I think my channel's got 1.8 million views. That's crazy. YouTube alerted me, like 1.8 million views, bro, since I've had this channel. And I've only been serious really within this channel, really within the last year. I've had a channel for 3 years. The first year I was on Never a Foul. Second year I was like, man, I weren't really like doing what I needed to do, and I was still learning. Last year was the first year I gained real momentum. I went from 3K to now 12K. Do you know what I'm saying? I went up almost 10K. You know what I'm saying? And this is the thing, like, my mum, what's always made me think like this is my mum. Like, my mum was always like, oh, I could have been this, I could have been that, but, you know, life wasn't good to me and stuff like that. And I learned from my mum's mistakes. My mum had kids early. Well, she had me at 26, but, you know, she was a mum to my younger sister at like, what, 20, around like 19, 20. You know, and she didn't plan out her life. My manager that's angry because he's got kids and that, he didn't plan out his life. He could have, you know, made a career out of something else, but he just followed everybody else in the area. Everybody else was getting married, having kids. That's what he done. If that's what you want to do, no problem. But clearly it's not. You're bad-mouthing me because deep down you wish you was able to chase your dreams the way I am. You know, I have no kids at the moment, and that was by design that I don't have kids at the moment. Because I knew until I wanted to get to where I wanted to get to, like, bringing the child into this situation right now ain't the right time. It's not the right time, you know. When I bought a property, thank God, I bought a house. If I do have a child, They can be in that bedroom next door, or they can be in this bedroom. I've got 2 bedrooms here. Do you know what I'm saying? And that is the thing about planning out your life. Plan out your life, structure your life, and think about the future. Don't just think about now. This is why when top gooners want to talk pukaria to me online, I'm not hearing it. Because for me, it's just like, bro, like, I see people around my age and where they're at. Listen, I'm not the most successful person. I've never claimed to be the most successful person, but my life is in a decent position. I had my friend that came from Dubai. He's like, yo, you got to think about it, bro. How many people our age, you know, have a 3-bedroom house? Thank the Lord. I worked hard for that. My partner worked hard for that, but we planned it. Everything in my life has been planned. It's been sacrifice, hard work, and planning. But I've been fearless in doing whatever I want to do. When I said I want to do what I want to do, I got there. Now I want to do YouTube, I'm going to do it. And I'm going to use my voice to tell people what I did well and what I did bad. One of my strongest, I've got a lot of flaws. A lot of flaws. I'm not a perfect person. And I've gone through a lot of things in my life to make me the confident person that I am, that I don't care. And I'm going to say how I feel. But I want to share that on this platform. I want to share that. This is why I put 50 Cent. A lot of things are taken from 50 Cent. You know what I'm saying? I learned a lot from 50. Like how he just, the way he approaches, the way 50 Cent approaches life. You know, he went up against Supreme, the Supreme team, one of the most dangerous guys in New York. Man didn't care. Man's like, I'm going to do what I want to do. And I'm going to say what I want to say. And I'm not going to have any regrets in my life. You know, the fact that my mum came to this country, she weren't born here. I was born here. I can dictate what I want to do. Do you know what I'm saying? My mum time didn't have the internet. You couldn't go on social media. You couldn't have Instagram and make money, YouTube make money, TikTok make money. I'm not gonna make the most out of that situation. I was born here. I'm not gonna plan out my life when I saw my mom had 3 kids and then had a partner that never supported her. I'm not gonna use that knowledge and be like, yo, I'm gonna do better. I'm not gonna go down that path. I'm not gonna do those mistakes. I'm not gonna procreate with a partner that hasn't got my back, that isn't gonna help me pay bills, isn't ambitious. My dad was not ambitious. My dad was somebody that just wanted to be in the club all the time. I'm not gonna make those mistakes. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna make those mistakes. My mom had this whole thing about, you know, my mom wanted to do like a cooking thing, and I told, yo, mom, you can do it. And I'm like, why am I so positive about going for my dreams? My mom's so negative and pessimistic. Because she never trained herself to be positive. She always looks at the negative. Oh, life didn't give me this. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna create my luck, you know, or not my luck. I'm gonna create the future that I want for myself. I'm gonna create the life I want for myself, whether it costs me whatever. I told my partner, yo, I'm serious about YouTube. You're either on board or you're not on board. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. If you're not on board, cool, we'll sell the house. At the end of the day, this is all materialistic. I don't look at this as an accomplishment, but it's not all of me. Like at the end of the day, I believe in myself that I'll be able to do this again if I need to. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, yeah, people need to be told this. There's a lot of people, like in my culture, it was very like, you have to go uni, you have to go college. No, bro, I can do with my life what I want. Just because my culture is telling me one thing doesn't mean that I have to do that. Do you know what I mean? I can do exactly as I want. Like I'm the one that when I'm nearing my deathbed, I want to look and say, yo, I lived the life that I wanted to live. When I had a YouTube channel, yeah, and I was talking about Arsenal, I spoke about Arsenal honestly. I didn't let these filhos da puta dictate to me what I have to say. I say what I want to say. I will talk about the topics I want to. I will have high standards if I want to. No one's going to bully me. Do you know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, and that's what life's about. A lot of people are miserable. I'm telling you. And this is why, like 50 saying fearlessness, that connected with me. Because I was fearless enough to go up against my family in things that I didn't agree, to the point where I got a bad relationship with some of my family because I called them out on their bullshit and they don't like it. Tough luck. I'm going to call you out on it. And if you don't like it, well, then change. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's how I've been in my life. And I try to apply my life. At the end of the day, these top gooners, if they want to chat rubbish, I'm going to clip you. I don't care how you feel. Do you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you're chatting rubbish. If I see somebody that is trying to make a name for themselves at the detriment of my football club on purpose, like Dawood saying, I don't care about what I say. I just care about the interaction. I just do it for fun. And I don't care about, you know, the repercussions of what I do to this club. I'm going to call it out. That's how it is. I really don't fear anything. At the end of the day, like my biggest fear was losing my granddad. And that's already happened. I got nothing to fear. I got nothing to fear but God. That's it. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I look on it, man. You know, there's so many people I know that are in unhappy marriages, are in unhappy situations, don't like the woman that they're with, don't like the life they built for themselves, hate their job. You can change that. Anything that you're not happy with, you have the power to change. Yes, you may go for a bit of pain, but at the end of the day, if you're not happy with where you're at in life, change it. Go for what you want. Go for the life that you want for yourself. And if people are gonna criticize you, at least you know within yourself you're living your authentic self. That's how I look on life, man. I can only live life once. This is why when I was a teenager, I had the fun I wanted to have. Ain't no one gonna stop me. You know what I'm saying? People tell me all the time, like now that I'm in my 30s, people tell me, oh, you know, why are you not married? Bro, I'm trying to go for YouTube, bro. Oh, well, you should get married. No. You should mind your business. How about that? You should mind your business. Because at the end of the day, if you're not funding my marriage, yeah, first of all, the feeling of getting married has to come from me. Second of all, yeah, I'm trying to build something. I'm not focused on that. I'm trying to build this. So this is my main thing. At the end of the day, I'm practically living like I'm married anyway. So what's the difference? What, because a piece of paper? Why do I need a piece of paper to make you feel like my relationship is worthy enough? So I'm saying, don't live for other people. Do what you want to do. Do you know what I'm saying? If you don't want to ever get married, you don't want to be in a relationship, then continue to have friends and benefits. Live life authentic to yourself, because there's a lot of people that will talk bukaria to you about, oh, no, you should do this, you should do that. They're not even happy in their own life, and they're trying to tell you how to be happy. Get out of here, man. Get out of here, man. I'm going to live life the way I want to live life, and it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to say exactly what I want to say. That's it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not letting anybody tell me what my truth is, what my reality is, how I should live happy, what I have to do. People telling me, you know, I always get all the time, oh, why don't you have kids? Bro, because I'm focusing on my YouTube channel, bro. That's a sacrifice that I'm making. I do want to have kids, but I'm going to have it when I'm ready, because I'm trying to do my channel, and I feel a level of, what's the word? What's the word I'm looking for? I feel like all the people that subscribe to me and that help my content, that back my content, that believe that, you know, I can get to where I believe I can get to, I owe those people my 100%. That's how I feel. Deep down, that's how I feel. You guys that subscribe, that you guys are always liking, you guys are always hitting the button. You guys that have already, like, even when I do a video like this that's not connected to football, still support the thing. You man believe in me. Do you know what I'm saying? And I feel like I gotta repay you guys with that belief. I don't want that belief to be like, oh, you know what? Yeah, I believed in Northside, you know, but you know what? Man, he weren't serious about his channel. He weren't serious about growing. He wasn't serious about doing what he needed to do. That's a shame. I backed him. You know what I'm saying? I take that as, yo, these people believe in me being honest. Not that you agree with every single point I make. Because I always say to the chat, yo, it's okay if you don't agree with me and every point I make. But you have to believe the fact that I'm honest in everything that I say. That's my true feelings. Whether you agree on it or you don't. And I think that's what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is, man. That's what it is. You know what I mean? Big up to everyone in the chat. Hold on, I'm going to go through all the comments in the chat. Leave your comments in the chat. Let me just go get another Maggie, man. I need another Maggie. You know what I'm saying? 1 sec. Oh, right. What's this here? What's this? I'm a big Lady Gaga fan. She's such a super hard worker. She always told her classmates she would make it. They had a Facebook group called Stephanie Will Never Be Famous to mock her. She was so determined to make it. Now she's a Grammy and Oscar winner. She was always clowned. So I'm saying, bro, They put more energy into clowning you than doing something with them with their own life. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna go for it. I already have a plan in mind. Big up to you, bro. Views equal money. Learn to love their haters, bro. I don't feel anything towards them. They can do what they want, bro. You know what I mean? If you don't try, you will never succeed. This is it. But a lot of people are just scared to fail, bro. They're scared. They're very. Most people are scared of other people's opinions. I don't care. I went to Never a Foul. Even when I went to Never a Foul barbecue, I keep the same energy. I say the same thing. I don't care. I don't care. Ultimately, I don't care, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, not that Never a Foul said anything. I'm just saying there was different content creators there. I don't change up my tune because there's different content creators there, or people, you know, or content creators that may not like my opinion. It is what it is. You know what I mean? It is what it is. 50 got shot how many times? Words do nothing to this man. This is what I'm saying, bro. Do you want the journey or the destination? Bro, I want the destination. But you know what? You know, I'll be persistent enough during the journey. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to get there. Northside, I do rate this channel. You speak well and with experience. And you don't claim to be perfect. You try to help people with your experiences. Good or bad, and never try to be perfect. Respect, bro. I'm not perfect, bro. Big up Ravi, bro. I'm not perfect, bro. I'm not perfect. The one thing I am is truthful. Yeah, I speak honestly about my football club. What's going on now? Both screens went black. What's for this? What's going on now? Why has it all gone black? Hey, now I'm up. I'm back now. What's going on? What's going on with this laptop, man? I think it's the heat. Man, let me know if you lot can't see me, but I'm seeing that I'm back. So it is what it is. Bro, like I was saying, yeah, I don't claim to be perfect, bro. I don't claim to be perfect. You know what I'm saying? I don't claim to be perfect. I'm not perfect. I've made a lot of mistakes in my life. And like I said, I feel like I express those mistakes. I don't hide away from them. A lot of my mistakes is what, you know, helped me become a better person. That's how I look at it. And some people will find my experiences useful. Some will not. But at the end of the day, I listened to the audio of 48 Laws of Power. I listened to the audio of the 50th Law of Power, and that's helped me a lot in a lot of aspects of my life. What's this here? Keep bossing, keep the boss stuff offline. Don't mess up your bag, bro. Chasing cat is a waste of time. You're right. It is. It is. Northside, you're not a liar. That's one thing I respect about you. And this is why the people that I clip up can't chat to me, bro. Because one thing they can never do is discredit what I say. Because I always say how I feel, genuinely thought how I feel, you know. And I always own if I'm going to change. Like I said, if Arteta won the league, I always said, if he wins the league, I'll apologize. I'm not going to stand there and just be wrong and strong. You know, if he wins the league, which I believe he won't, if he wins the league, then I'll be like, all right, cool, fair enough. I apologize. You did what I didn't believe you could do. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, compared to certain mans you grew up around the ends and in school, you'll realize you're not doing bad. That's not even hating, bro, but just making better decisions. It's a shame because some of them, I wanted them to succeed. Yeah, I'm someone that I like to see people succeed, but every man's going to make their own decisions, isn't it? That's the thing. Every man's going to make their own decisions, bro. Yeah, Northside, a lot of people I've seen out or on the internet live a fake reality, stunting when they ain't really living like that. It's crazy, bro. I'm telling you, it's crazy. You only live once, so think twice. This is what I'm saying. So I'm saying, Stephanie, why is marriage so forced? I don't know. People I don't know. They just think when you get to a certain age, they think they can start pressing you with their opinion. I don't understand why, but I'm not going to let anyone tell me I have to do something. At the end of the day, I have certain decisions you got to do wholeheartedly. How can I do it wholeheartedly when you know, decisions have got to come from me. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Everyone's gonna have their opinion. Everyone's gonna have their opinion. It is what it is, bro. But make those kind of decisions, marriage, kids, when you're ready. Don't let anyone bully you into, oh, you're at this age, you must do that. I don't have to do anything. You know what I'm saying? God gave me freedom and you know what I mean, to do whatever I want to do. I don't have to do anything. Do you know what I mean? Don't let people bully you, man. Opinions can't pay my bills. Facts. That's what I'm saying, bro. Marriage is only a piece of paper at the end of the day. If you love each other, you love each other. Don't need a ring to prove it to people. This is what I'm saying. That's what I mean, bro. Like at the end of the day, they're like, oh, you need to get married. I'm like, bro, me buying a house for someone is a commitment, bro. At the end of the day, I can't just walk away. And then as soon as I say that, then they're like, oh, yeah. I'm like, exactly. So, but what about kids? I'm like, well, why do I have to have kids on your schedule? Like, you're not me, innit? Like at the end of the day, you're not the one looking after those kids or staying up at, you know, stupid hours of the night, you know, when the kid is screaming, has got a toothache and that. So listen, bro, it is what it is, man. People always have their opinions, bro. When I tell people, oh, man, you know, I've been in a long-term relationship, it's this and that. Listen, you're not paying my bills. You know what I mean? You're not paying my bills. You're not going to be like looking after the kids. So respectfully, like, your opinion is just your opinion, innit? That's what it is, man. Northside, my brother didn't have his first kid until he was in his 40s and still with his girlfriend since 2006. Nothing wrong with that. So, I mean, bro, it is what it is. It's part, you know what I mean? It is what it is, man. It is what it is, bro. It is what it is. Big up Northside. Need to see you collab with Troops. It's down to Troops, man. It's down to Troops. It's not down to me. It's down to Troops, bro. You know what I mean? If he wants to collab, I'm down to collab. If not, no problem. You know what I mean? What's this? What's this? Too many wastemans on YouTube are just being pretenders. A lot of them are pretenders, bro. A lot of them are pretenders. But this year, bro, this year, a lot of them are going to get called out, bro, because I've had enough of them. You know what I'm saying? I've had enough of them. I've had enough of their crap. I've had enough of it. What's this here? Big up, G. Big up to you, bro. What's this here? What's this? I said the mutants are trying to hack your stream, bro. Big up, man. You and Lee have inspired me to start YouTube shorts of my opinions on Arsenal, football, WWE, and general life content coming soon. Bro, do it, bro. Do it. If you're passionate about it, do it, man. Do it. Do it, bro. Why not? Why not, my G? You know, I wish you all the luck. I wish you all the luck in the world. Never apologize, even if Arteta wins the league, because the same mutants won't apologize when they're wrong. Bun them. No, listen, I hear it, but at the same time, yeah. At the same time, I don't mind, you know, if I want to be proven wrong. So if the manager wins the league, I'll say, yep, I didn't believe in him. It's been well documented that I didn't believe that Arteta can win the league. And you know what? Fair enough, he's done it. I was wrong. I know they ain't, bro. Look, Arteta ain't won the league again. None of them are going to apologize. Let them do what they want to do in it. They throw rocks and hide their hands, man. It is what it is. We all know that one friend who has crazy potential and you keep trying to tell him to pattern up, but he won't even see it in himself. You just got to let them people do it, bro. I decided to let my cousin just do his thing, bro. I just let him go, bro. Like, my cousin himself is just a loser, bro. I'll be real. Like, that specific cousin, he's a loser, bro. I just need him to just be a loser on his own. I can't, you know what I mean? It is what it is. I stupidly got married at 25. I'm now 29 and have nothing as I lost everything in divorce. Don't get married. Listen, I've heard this before. Listen, it's not stupid, bro. Like, at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? You live and you learn, bro. You live and you learn. It's not, listen, people, you know, people can do what they want. It's when people try and force other people's life decisions. It's like, bro, I don't need to get married, bro. Until I feel like it, you know what I mean? Like, Why am I I'm going to spend all that money? I'm going to spend all that money on one day that everybody else is going to enjoy, and it's going to cost me an arm and a leg. What? For what? You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, bro. But I said get a prenup. Nah, the girl that I'm with, bro. The girl that I'm with, I don't need a prenup, bro. I'll be real with you. I don't need a prenup. You know what I'm saying? I don't need a prenup. I don't need a prenup. Trust me, I don't need a prenup. I'm telling you that for a fact. I don't need a prenup. You know what I'm saying? I don't need a prenup. And also, like, I just don't really like. It just is what it is. If I'm gonna get married, I get married. If I'd rather just not get married. If I want a prenup, I'd rather just not get married, innit? Because that's already telling me in the back of my head, like, yo, do you know what I'm saying? I'd rather just not get married. If I feel like it's absolutely essential to get a prenup, I might as well just not get married. You know what I mean? Do you get me, bro? But I hear it. I hear it. Yeah, my marriage is when the two people want to get married, man. It ain't when people keep, you know, coming in with their nonsense. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. But yeah, man, listen, like I said, the fearlessness in 50, I admire it, man, because in life you have to have thick skin, man. And he's been in the public, he's way, way, way bigger than me. And I can just imagine the amount of abuse he's got over the years of him being successful, from Get Rich or Die Trying. But it's like, I just, bro, the guy's an absolute genius, man. You know what I mean? When P. Diddy had Ciroc and 50 had Effin, he needed to get the most out of his brand by rivaling. When the TV show Empire was out, 50 made sure that he rivaled Power with Empire because they had a bigger budget, and he made sure he rivaled them because every time Empire would get asked about what's bigger, Empire or Power, it's indirectly promoting Power. The guy's a genius. He uses beef to leverage interest and traction into anything that he's doing. The guy's an absolute genius. He's an absolute genius, and he just authentically himself, and I just respect that. I like people that are authentically themselves, you know, and it is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? But 50 is just a genius, man. Like, this guy, people think that he just beefs, like, with no, like, nah, the guy, he beefs and he says his real opinion, but he's always strategic with his moves, and I respect that, man. I respect that. You know what I mean? I respect that. You know, man dropped How to Rob on all the rappers to get the responses. Once he got the responses, he got the traction that he needed, and all of a sudden, boom, then he's getting a deal. Like, the guy's a genius, man. Northside, what is cool about you? You are the type of person that can mix with any creed, color, or cultures and be at home in any walks of life because you've got time for people with your utmost respect. Bro, Ravi, man. Do you know what I mean? I'm not used to this much compliments, bro. You know what I mean? I'm used to just abuse, man. Most of my life has just been abuse, bro. Or it's from my family, or it's from, you know, now online. So listen, I appreciate that, bro. I do have time for people, and I do have time to try and help people. Like I said, like, if I can help someone, I will try, you know. I will try. I'll try my best. I'll give my honest opinion. And like I said, I'm cool with people not always agreeing with me, you know. I don't always need to. But I feel like with this channel, not only do obviously I want to be full-time, I want to do all of that. I said this before. I want my grandchildren and my great-grandchildren to one day see my videos and see, yo, like, my granddad had time for people. My granddad actually cared about the people that were viewing him. My granddad actually made time. My granddad listened to them, listened to what they were going through in their life, you know. And that's how I look on it, bro. Because all of this, yeah, for me, is going to be documented for the generations after me. Do you know what I'm saying? And the generations to come after me. And I spent a lot of my life feeling like, you know, I wasn't heard and things like that. You know, some of you lot put your questions in, you know, and asked me about things. Bro, I was never heard by my family. I was never listened to. My opinions were never respected. My family didn't really care about my opinions on things. They didn't really care about how things affected me, things that we went through affected me. And I feel like it's important for people to feel heard. I think it's important for people to feel comfortable to be themselves. And I value that because it was something that I wasn't brought up with, you know. And yeah, man, that's why, you know, you lot that watch me, I appreciate it, man, because you don't have to, you know. All of you that are watching right now, you could be watching somebody else. You ain't gonna be watching what Northside's saying. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate it, man. Big up to everyone that's locked in, man. You know what I'm saying? Big up to everyone that's locked in. Northside, my family kicked me out when I was 19. They found out that I'm gay. Still put myself through law school and became the first female appointed civil attorney at the firm I work at. You just need tenacity. Listen, big up to you. Big up to you. Listen, whatever you do in your personal life, that's up to you. You know what I'm saying? That's up to you. At the end of the day, but that's sad to be kicked out at 19. That is sad to be kicked out at 19. And big up to you for going through law school and to become the first female civil attorney. Listen, at the end of the day, you believed in yourself and you didn't stop. And this is the whole point of the video. You know, that you kept going and you kept and you believed in yourself. At the end of the day, like, I ain't got time. You know, sometimes I talk about Skittles this. I'm not gonna lie. I say Skittles this, Skittles that. But at the end of the day, I don't really, people can do what they want. Like, it don't affect my life. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's sad that you know, I don't know what happened with your family. I don't know what the discussion was. But ultimately, like, if you're not killing someone, if you're not, people can just do as they want. You know what I'm saying? People can do as they want. For me, obviously, I'm not that way inclined. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, that's sad for a 19-year-old girl getting kicked out of her house. I couldn't do that to my daughter. And I can just imagine 19 years old, you know, you're still, I know you're technically an adult, you're still very young. But listen, big up to you, man. You made something of your life. And ultimately, like, not everyone has to agree with your, you know, your way of life, but that didn't stop you getting to where you need to get to. And I respect that. I respect that. You know what I'm saying? I respect that. So big up to you. Big up to you. You know what I'm saying? Big up to you. Honestly, I can imagine it wasn't easy. I can imagine it wasn't easy. So big up to you, man. You know what I mean? And you should be proud of yourself that you know what I mean? You believed in yourself and now you're a civil attorney. So listen, I'm not a civil attorney. So do you know what I mean? That's not an easy situation. And I'm sure it came with a lot of heartbreak and a lot of pain. And big up to you. Honestly, from real talk, big up to you, because getting kicked out at 19, that mustn't be easy. And all of a sudden you have to be a responsible adult. Big up to you. And you know what? Your family may not have viewed your worth, but you know what? Us lot here, we see, we know what I mean? We value your worth. So big up to you. Real talk, big up to you. And you should be proud of yourself and being your authentic self, you know? So listen, we'll have a little Maggie shot on you. Keep being yourself, man. Keep being yourself and don't and be unapologetic being yourself, honestly. I big up Riley. I didn't know you was a female. So you know what I'm saying? I always think it's guys that are watching my stuff, innit? But yeah, man. Bro, just be yourself, man. If your family don't accept it, it is what it is, man. I don't give a fuck about my family if they're not gonna have my back. It's on them, man. It's on them. It is where it is. Do you know what I'm saying? It is where it is, man. You know what I mean? Big up to the chat as well, man. Do you know what I'm saying? We can have jokes, but if your family's kicking you out because of that, then they're never your family in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Nah, listen, big up, man. You know what I'm saying? Big up every time. That's what I'm saying. It's what I'm saying. Big up, man. Every time. Just be your real self, bro. Been homeless, married, lost a lot, mate. Big up always. Better days ahead. Hey, big up, man. Listen, come on. I was talking from experience. Come on, my G. Always, man. Always. You know what I mean? Always just be yourself, man. Do you know what I mean? Always be yourself. No, I feel like people nowadays are reluctant to show their authentic side. Listen, listen. Do you know what's funny, yeah? People will be like, oh, you clip yourself. I talk about my vulnerabilities. I talk about that I lived with two narcissistic people. I talk about, you know, the fact that my mom had depression. You know, I talk about that my dad was nothing but a sperm donor. I talk about vulnerability. Like, I'm not scared to talk about vulnerability, because at the end of the day, I know that, bro, at the end of the day, no one's perfect in it. Do you get me? But none of those stuff stopped me from having high standards in my life, for going for what I wanted to go for trying to be the best I can be. And I didn't, you know, I didn't figure everything out earlier than some people. I didn't have guidance, like, in terms of, to be honest, I didn't have guidance, man. I didn't have guidance. Really and truly, I should be in jail. Like, the way that my life was going, I should have been in jail. I'll be real. Do you know what I'm saying? And my same family that were criticizing me were the same family that never showed me how to face, you know, adversity in my life, you know, and I had to learn it by myself, yet we're the same family that bash me. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. You know, I remember my uncle bashing me. Like, my mom's family and my dad's family are very well known for fighting, and if need be, being very violent if they need to. This is why I'm not going to get onto who my family are, is where it is. But yet, when I had to deal with things violently when I was growing up, because I wasn't heard, because I didn't have certain things, they were like, "Why are you fair?" Funny thing is, I was getting cussed about that. My cousins, some of my younger cousins were getting bullied. Who did they send to go fix it? Me. I wasn't even from them ends. I went down, me, my older cousin, who's, to be fair about it, if everything I don't like about him, when it comes to that, he's about it. And then we went, and I'm like, yo, the same thing you cuss me is the same thing now that, you know, you're now properly asking me to go solve it. But I thought I'm the aggressive one, I'm the violent one. It's crazy. But like I said, I just, bro, I just feel like I know there's people that must have watched my channel that have had narcissistic family members, people that bash you, people that tell you you're not going to be anything in life, people that give up on you, people that don't even try to empathize with the things that you've gone through, you know. And I've not even told everything that I've gone through, because obviously my family don't want everything out, even though you guys don't know who my family are. I do have family members that feel like, oh, but you're talking about the family and this and that. I'm like, yo, I've not said what my name is. But at the end of the day, yeah, I'm just the son of an immigrant that wanted to do better for myself. And I've learned from the mistakes of my mum. I've learned from the mistakes of my dad. And I've tried to be better. I'm not perfect. I'm not fully there. But I'm always trying to be better. I'm always trying to do what I want to do. And it is what it is, man. It is what it is. I'm not perfect. I didn't, you know, some of you probably also didn't have, you know, a male role figure, and you had to learn by yourself. You know, I had to learn by myself how, you know, to deal with certain things, you know. And I feel like everything we go through, sharing that, we can always help someone. And I want to do that. Not only just talk about football. Obviously, I love talking about football. I love talking about other things. But I think sometimes people just want to hear about life. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's girl talk, whether it's just life talk, you know, people want to hear about life, man. And NorthsideLDN is not a perfect person. Yes, I got high standards for my football club. Yes, it's about standards. Yes, I want the best for my life, but I'm not perfect, man. And I've never claimed to be perfect, you know. And if people, you know, that I call out that I think they're hypocrites and I feel like they don't talk the truth, if they want to use, you know, the fact that, you know, I had a sperm donor of a dad, the fact that, you know, my mom went through depression, the fact that my older sister went through depression, my older sister had endometriosis. I don't know if anybody knows about endometriosis, but my sister had endometriosis. I've seen my sister out of the blue just collapse. And me not knowing what's going on, thinking that my sister's gonna die. I've seen family members not wanting to be here no more. These are things I've seen in my life. Family members not wanting to be here no more. And this is why I'm fearless with the way I want to do, the way that I am. Like, I don't care about how people feel about my real opinions, bro. And I don't care about how people don't want me to, the people that don't want me to succeed on this platform. At the end of the day, I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm going to say what I want to say. I'm going to be authentic and I'm going to be real. And that's it. And that's how I feel about things. Like, if people don't like it, I don't care, because at the end of the day, I've gone up against harder, bigger things, so, a lot of things just toughen me up, my dad not being there for me and my family when we didn't have anything to eat. We had cornflakes. My mom getting beaten up by my stepdad. My mom going through depression. My mom trying to not be here, if you get what I'm saying. I can't say certain things on, online, but if you get what I'm saying, my mom not trying to be here no more. My older sister not trying to be here no more. These are things I went through. And when people are like, oh, you're toxic and negative, shut up, bro. You know what I'm saying? Me criticizing a bunch of players that are getting paid a load of money, yeah, and you're telling me, oh, I'm toxic and negative, bro. That's not more serious than the things I've just mentioned. Do you know what I'm saying? The pictures that I have of things that happened to my mum, unfortunately, with my stepdad, a certain level of abuse. I know that me being honest with this is going to help somebody, or someone's going to feel like, yo, I've been through that, North, man. Yo, like, I've felt that, and some people don't want to say their business. Listen, I'm not giving my family name away. I'm not letting people know who my family is. It is what it is. But I'm just saying, like, these are the things, like, when people say, oh, you're negative, you're this, you're that, bro. Have you seen the stuff that I've seen, bro? Have you seen the crap I've seen, bro? Even when I was with the man, like, there was one time, you know what I mean? My friend got into a situation, I backed it, and then one guy just got a machete and put it to my stomach and pressed it against my stomach. You know what I'm saying? I got a little scar on my stomach from that. And my girl one time asked me, what's that? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's bare random stuff I could just come up with, like, that's happened. Like, it was crazy. And for me to still be here and be in this position, I can share my voice to help people. Do you know what I'm saying? Not only have more standards for your life, because at the end of the day, you can only live your life once. Listen to the mistakes I've made, or mistakes of people that I know, and try and do better, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Accountability. I have accountability with my football club because I have accountability with my life. You know what I'm saying? Me not having a dad is not a reason for me not to be someone in life. Me not having a supportive mum does not mean that I can't create a better environment for my future kids when I have children with my partner. Like, nothing is an excuse, man. When you're an adult, you're in control of your life. If you're not happy, or if you know things that happen to you that ain't right, or things you went through, then you should learn from that. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. A lot of these YouTubers want to come on YouTube and talk like they're all perfect. Bro, you're not perfect, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Talk the real and talk the facts, bro. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It is what it is. I don't come on YouTube and say the amount of stuff that I've done for people. It's not what it's about. For the people that think that I'm angry and I'm negative and I'm toxic, I've done things for people never done for me. I've been there for people in ways that no one was there for me. You know what I'm saying? Teaching people things that I had to be taught the hard way. Do you know what I mean? I didn't have that guidance. You know what I'm saying? No one taught me how to deal with racism. No one had taught me how to deal with bullying. No one had taught me how to deal with being in an area where I'm hated for just being who I am. No one taught me how to deal with. I'm not going to say what area it was, but a bag of men were looking for me. Do you know what I'm saying? A bag of men were looking for me, and the ends that they were from, it weren't no joke. No one taught me how to deal with that. No one taught me how to deal with, you know what I'm saying, trauma of seeing my mum go through what she went through. No one taught me how to do that. But then I've been there for people that I'm helping learn from my heartache, the things that I learned through bad bad stuff. Do you know what I'm saying? This is why I don't give a crap, bro. I'm gonna go online. I'm gonna be on this channel. I'm gonna say exactly how I feel. People don't like it. I don't care, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't care. I've been criticized by people that I've helped, yet they're asking me for answers of things that I weren't guided to. I had to learn on my own. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I'm not saying that I've been through the most, but I've been through a lot of crap. Do you know what I'm saying? This is why I don't accept crap, because I've been through a lot of crap. You can't finesse me. You can't blind me. Do you know what I'm saying? But it is where it is, man. I feel like when you've got a platform, I feel like everyone that's got a platform has a responsibility to also be authentic, be real, and help the people that watch them and be honest with their opinions. That's how I feel, innit? And that's how I try to be on this channel. That's what I'm saying. Do you know what I'm saying? And listen, you may not like my opinion, you may not like all of this here, but to a degree as well, I had to learn shit by myself. Do you get me? Like, I'm just being real about it. Do you know what I mean? And my dad he taught me everything I didn't want to be. Hence why I don't have children all over the place. I was crazy. I never remade children for a reason, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And people think, oh, right. I feel like people connect with honesty. I connect with honesty, so that's what I do. You know what I'm saying? And there's more things I'd love to delve in even more, but obviously I have to respect sometimes, you know, the fact that my family don't want everything out, and the internet is crazy. What's this? Let me get through some of the comments. Vulnerability is actually a good thing, but it's been made into a bad thing. More content creators should just be authentic, and we'd respect that more, regardless of their takes. That's what I'm saying, bro. This is what I'm saying, Riley. This is what I'm saying. But do you know what? If they know they're coming online and they're lying, Dowd, Rory talks football, do you know what I'm saying, etc., they're not going to be. How can they be authentic? They can't be authentic. They've made their whole persona of being fake, which is why they can't be authentic. I can be authentically myself. I can come on and say, yo, I know that I'm right about Arsenal, but there's things that I've done in my life that I need to do better, or things that I've done wrong. Even when I did the racism thing, I still called myself out. I never just said, oh, racism. I said, yo, you know, when it came to, if you haven't seen it, watch my thoughts on Enzo Fernandez. I still spoke about what I did wrong in terms of with my partner of a different ethnicity and stuff, and how I was corrected and how I became a better person. So we can't ask authenticity from people that make a name for themselves on the internet without being authentic. This is the thing. Starting my YouTube channel, Your Girl Talk got me thinking from almost gel in Africa to an engineer in Denver. Believing you will hit up for advice. Big up, my bro. Listen, hit me up on IG, bro. NorthsideLDN, man. Big up to you, my guy. Life was never supposed to be easy. Life about the memories and lessons you learn along the way. Life ain't easy, bro. Not if you want something out of it. If someone lets you down once, don't give them a second chance. Look out for the ones that look out for you. Nothing wrong with trying to be better for your situation. Better than rotting in a sewer, drunk and wasted. So I'm saying, huge respect, mate. After watching you on Lee's watch-alongs, I thought you were sound and the kind of bloke I would enjoy watching and support. Big up yourself. Big up, Gary, man. Listen, thank you, bro. I appreciate that. Keep this going until 1 a.m. Kickoff. Nah, bro, I can't keep it going until 1 a.m., man. Even though I didn't have my parents raise me, I'm lucky that I had my grandparents. I had my granddad, bro, and that's why I have my granddad on my neck. I don't know if you lot can see that. Hold on. Probably because of the green screen. Probably can't see that. But yeah, my girl, bless her, she got my granddad around my neck, man. Northside, one tune 50, Get Rich or Die Trying album for me is if I can't beat if I can't, that beat a melody is tough. Yeah, listen, if I can't, I'm telling you, it's a tune. Yeah, it wasn't easy. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't easy, bro. No, but it is what it is, man. At the end of the day, it is what it is. I just have to accept it is what it is, isn't it? The kindest people went through the most shit, bro. I'm telling you. Pastor Northside. Now I'm not no pastor, bro. I'm not no pastor. Nobody's perfect, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Northside, I wish more people were like you with your content, not only speaking on football, but speaking on real life. These types of chats really do help everyone. Even the girl talk does as well. Thank you, bro. I feel like it. I feel like it does, but it is where it is, man. It is where it is. You know, at least if one person feels like, you know, they're being helped, then I've done my bit of good for the world. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. I feel like I've done my bit of good. Not only can I entertain and be, you know, some people find me funny when I get angry, when I get animated and stuff. We can also have a real conversation and talk about some real stuff. You know what I'm saying? My life ain't just about busting jokes and, you know, clowning, you know what I'm saying? But it also is about, you know, talking about some real stuff. You know what I mean? Big up, bro. God never put you in a situation you can't handle. Well, bro, I hear that, but there was times where I felt like I couldn't handle certain things. I can't lie to you, bro. But I did. So I guess you're right in the end. I guess you're right, Brad, man. I hope you're good, man. I'd rather watch you Northside than watch pathetic Chelsea again. Big up. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? God gives his toughest battles to his strongest soldiers. Bless up to you, bro. Listen. I don't feel like I've got the toughest journey. All I know is, you know, there's things that I wish I didn't go through. There's always people that I meet that I'm like, bro, how did you deal with that? You know? But nah, big up, Brad, man. I followed you on Instagram. I have some questions about starting the YouTube thing. Any advice is much appreciated. Send me bro. Follow me, but send me a message, bro. Send me a message with whatever question you got, and I'll get back to you. Everybody that's followed me on IG, you know I'll get back to you. Most of you, I get back to you. So listen, big up to all of you lot. Listen, we're going to redirect to Lee. We're going to redirect to Lee's channel. I know he's got the watch along coming. I think he's got a watch along coming up. What's this here? Lee's not live yet. Lee's not. I thought it would be already live. All right, cool. We're going to redirect to Carefree Lewis. Big up Northside Raid on the way in. Big up to all of you lot. You know what I'm saying? Big up to all of you lot. And yeah. Big up to all of you lot. Love. I'll see you lot tomorrow. Love, familia.